Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. Yeah, I know, Pokemon, I don't have any Pikmin shirts, but, you know, still, video games. So anyway, how do you play Pikmin? So we're going to talk about today. Pikmin Bloom is out. I did an announcement trailer video that they had, covered that, and as usual, they kind of just told you to walk, but didn't really tell you how to play. So it's up to us, the community, to figure out how to play. Except this time, Niantic actually has a YouTube channel of their own that they've made that's supposed to showcase some of this stuff. All right. I didn't actually check it out. I decided just to figure out how to play the game on my own. So I had some footage up that I was going to put, but it was raining, and I didn't really get to play the game like I wanted to, other than just say, hey, I downloaded it, I opened it, I tried it, and that was it. Today, though, I really got to play and try to figure out what it is you're supposed to do. So again, you're supposed to be walking, just like you are in Pokemon Go, except there's some differences. So again, we're going to talk about how to play, and then I'll try to see, if this is for you based off of, my experience with Pokemon Go. So first and foremost, what are Pikmin? Pikmin are these plant-like creatures that if you haven't played the Pikmin series, you pick them from the earth, you grow them, and they help you. They follow you around, and they get items from you. In the mainline series, it helps the Captain Olimar. It helps him find parts for his ship, defeat some other creatures that are trying to harm him, yada yada. So the gyms and Pokestops that are in Pokemon Go, which are also major areas in Ingress, well, guess what? They're relevant in Pikmin Bloom. Your job is to walk around and plant flowers all over your community. And you've got different types of flowers: white, blue, red, yellow. You've got those types, and your Pikmin are going around dispersing those things for you. When you get to one of these areas that's got a tree or a plant rooted in it, it's pretty much like a flower or something rooted, your job is to put enough flowers around that so that it blooms, and when it blooms, something special should happen. I have not seen that happen yet, but I did my part to help show a bud appear. The cool thing is there's no pressure to play this game. There's no bosses to defeat or anything like that yet. It's just basic. They count your steps. It's a pedometer. So it's not as dynamic as Pokemon Go, but that might be great for somebody who you just like to walk and feel like you're accomplishing something other than the exercise that your body clearly is going to be happy with. So for me, the blooming aspect was, let's see what it looks like. So it was cool to use my Mii, since it's not Niantic and Pokemon Company, it's Niantic and Nintendo. So I got to incorporate my, Mii character with my Switch ID to this game. That was fun. The AR part of it was a little tricky because, I was like, well, what is all that for? Well, so far what I've deduced is, hey, you can just take these screenshots with it, but AR didn't really help me accomplish anything that I felt like I needed to do. And I could be wrong and find out later that AR, maybe there's certain items you can only get in AR mode, but so far not aware of it. But it was cool to finally figure out how to toggle between that, because that's what I was most excited for. I was like, let me take pictures in the real world with my Pikmin. How cool would it be to be like in your garden or somewhere where there's flowers and screenshot your Pikmin. So I look forward to doing stuff like that more in the future when I'm just casually playing and not actually walking around trying to record content. So I did a little bit of that. I don't know if that has shown already or where the footage is, but I'll have a clip of that somewhere in this video as I'm rambling. So the overall goal here is to get more Pikmin. You get an army of Pikmin, and different Pikmin do different things. I was able to finally get something other than red Pikmin. I started out with 2 Pikmin, One I called Tika, the other I called Masala because, I don't know, I had red on my mind and red peppers and spicy and, Tikka Masala. I think I just ate some Tikka Masala and ran out of some of the sauce. And anyway, I'm a little hungry. It's evening here. So I had those two, and then somewhere along the line, I was hoping to get some more seeds. Problem was I couldn't get any seeds. Now when you start the game, if you link with your Mii, Nintendo gives you a large, one of these, I guess, huge seedlings, that's what they call them, versus the small seedlings that you may find. So you start out with one small seedling. So if you think Pokemon Go, how there's egg incubators, and you've got slots for, now you have, I want to say 12, you've got a slot for 5 or 6, 4 small ones and 2 bigger ones, and then you can buy other types of these things that you can plant seeds in and grow Pikmin. Well, I didn't realize that the big one takes 10,000 steps to grow, so that was my task for today. In addition to leveling up by walking 500 steps. So I didn't level up. I think there's different requirements, but I'm level 2 currently. I felt like I should have been level 3 or 4, to be honest with you, but I have not found enough seeds. That's probably my biggest contention. I'm supposed to find these seeds everywhere, or not everywhere, but I haven't found them. I guess I haven't been going to the right areas. Like I said earlier, I did not see anything bloom. I did my part, and somebody will benefit off of it if you go to the area I was and see, oh, you only need 100 more, plants or something, or flowers, and you can take advantage. The trick here is it's not about the amount of flowers only that you give. What I mean by that is it is the flowers that you give, but the flowers ain't free. That's right. You're going to have to go into the shop and pay for these things. They had a starter kit for like $2. I ended up buying that, and I bought $5 worth of coins. This is Niantic, taking a business model and recycling it, rehashing it. So they've done this here. They've got similar boxes just like Pokemon Go, and I'm sorry to compare it to Pokemon, but that's what it is. You guys think, oh, I scanned the stops and they gave me Pokeballs, and maybe that was great for you, not for me, but clearly they're using this kind of data to, have influence in this game. So there it is. So your overall goal, like I said, is to bloom these flowers, and I guess if you bloom them, the reward might be different types of Pikmin. So in the end of it all, I was blessed with being able to hatch that last Pikmin. Trust me, I spent most of the day with my friend Liz. If you saw the Halloween video I did for Pokemon Go, doing that Philadelphia event, I spent most of the day juggling between that game and the Pikmin. The thing with the Pikmin bloom is there's no kind of gotcha device, there's no adventure sync. What that means is you've got to give them permission to access your location if you want some of these in-game rewards and currency and stuff like that. I don't like doing that personally, so that's a problem for me. I feel like unless I've got the game on, you shouldn't have my location at all. When I'm playing the game, that's cool. But when I'm not playing the game, not only does it feel like it's an invasion of privacy to a degree, but you're draining my battery. So I cut that off ASAP once I realized that that's really what was going on. That was not a good feature for me. The seedlings, wasn't able to find any of them. Like I said, not in my area. You're supposed to be able to see these in the wild. But part of that might be because there aren't enough people playing yet to, bloom some of these things so that you can get more seedlings. But I will make some rounds later on and see if I can't find one. So what was in the one that Nintendo gave? It was cool because so far I only had red ones, and I don't know what the red ones do versus the other colors, but I finally got a blue one. A blue one popped out of that big one. I was expecting a big fat Pikmin maybe, since it was a large seed, but no. It was a large seed because not only was the blue Pikmin in there, he had a Mario cap on. Awesome. So I now have Tika, Masala. I have 2 other ones that I haven't named. They're just red Pikmin. And now Mario, a blue one with a red cap on. So We'll see if the blue ones do things differently. I expect them to. I expect them to find like different types of stuff. One thing I neglected to mention was nectar. You've got nectar, and the more nectar you give to your Pikmin, and this also costs, by the way. So the Pikmin can find nectar, but they're not going to find it at the rate of which they want you to pay for nectar. So you've got to go into the store, buy some nectar, and then you can kind of throw it to them, but throwing it was wasting it. I realized later that you can kind of hover it above them, and they'll jump up and snatch it. And that's a more efficient way to feed them. So when you feed them, you can also remove some of these petals from their heads, and you can use the petals to therefore plant more flowers. So that's pretty much the game at its core. It's lighthearted, it's casual. You can juggle both of these games if you'd like. It's not like Harry Potter where you felt like you were too engrossed into Pokemon to catch on with it. Because let me tell you, Harry Potter may not have been more complex than Pokemon Go, but it sure felt like it, because with Pokemon Go, it took them years to put everything together. Harry Potter, they were like, here it all is, figure everything out, and it was just overwhelming. So, Pikmin just being laid back and casual, I think it can catch on. It can be a lot of fun if you've got other people playing in your community, because you can't make everything happen by yourself. There's only so many times you can walk around the block and try to bloom something. I mean, you can do that many times, but it's going to cost you. So far, I think I'm going to keep playing this. This might be a new staple on the channel now. So let me know what you guys think. I can share my friend code if need be. If you're watching this, put your friend code in the comments, and we can, grow a community the same way we did Pokemon Go. And that'll be fun. It'll be fun to see how you can progress in this game, and see what future things they put into it. That out of the way, salute you guys who are with me on this journey, playing these mobile games, having as much fun as we can in our communities, meeting people along the way. All of this is going to continue to be fun for me. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Hope to see you again soon. But if I don't, remember, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Other yellow hat guy is out. Captain Sensation!